Well, the troubles with Sam Altman at OpenAI in the past couple of weeks means the world is well and truly awake to the power, the opportunity and the risks of artificial intelligence. Well, this week, America's fourth biggest company, Amazon, launched its own generative AI tools to the public. And while that might seem to be a little bit behind, do remember that OpenAI launched Chat-GPT just a little over a year ago now. But artificial intelligence isn't new to Amazon or the other tech giants. Earlier, I spoke with Rada Stanek, Chief Technologist at Amazon Web Services in Australia and New Zealand.
I think it's a really exciting time to be in technology, and it's an exciting time for generative AI as well. I think that businesses are more than ready to embrace technology because it can help them deliver so many benefits. You just mentioned productivity being just one of them. But like with one of these announcements that we just had in the last couple of days, imagine having your own intelligent AI assistant that can be an expert in your business and helping your employees, helping them be better at the jobs that they do things faster, quicker, and not really taking away their jobs. So it's all about enhancing what people can do, how quickly they can do it, being more creative, and also transforming customer experiences for those Australian businesses. So I really see it as a strong opportunities to do better and to do more.
Those who learn, there is no doubt, are going to innovate even more quickly than what we've seen. And I mean, if you think about the companies that have emerged over the past 5 and 10 years that didn't exist before then, with new innovations, that's going to come at a more rapid speed in the future with AI, isn't it?
Absolutely, and the proof points are there already. Look at just some great Australian businesses. Leonardo AI is a great example. For example, they base their entire business on producing images based on generative AI. Imagine the scale of having to produce 700 million images in a year or 4.5 million in a day by using generative AI technology and building brand new business. Or even the existing businesses of all sizes and industries. Take my favorite, Adore Beauty, for example, using generative AI to analyze customer reviews and gain valuable insights into pros and cons of various products. Or another great example of a business that we have, Xero, for example, they're helping their own customers through the virtual assistants powered by generative AI on how to quicker get onboarded and get answers they need from Xero. And there are many more in lending business as well, with Lendy also empowering brokers to find information much quicker than they would otherwise. So saving them time, helping with productivity, so not removing the jobs, just helping them be done better, so with human very much in the loop.
So there's some really practical Australian examples of what can come from AI, but there are other things as well. Say, for example, we've for generations told young people you should learn how to code, but in the future, with AI, that might not be such good advice. Maybe the real answer is learn how the AI tools work because you may not have to code. There's new language coming for software development, isn't there?
So with software developers, what generative AI is doing, again, it's helping them focus on doing more creative tasks around software programming and creation. It is not replacing them entirely. It's like using generative AI capabilities and coding companions, not having to do mundane and undifferentiated tasks to perhaps help them detect security vulnerabilities in the code they're writing, but they're very much in charge of the creative aspect of their job. So it's again about augmentation of humans. And there is definitely an element of embrace AI, and what's going to differentiate people in the jobs, whatever their jobs are, in creative industries, in software development, in finance, banking, anything is just the creative aspect of what they're able to do using technology to help them do it better.
So we talked about the fact that Amazon has been in artificial intelligence for a long time, and that goes to even the notion of trying to have a more speedy delivery of parcels to a person's door. But that goes way, way back.
Yeah.
But the generative AI, the stuff that's coming, we've got to remember that's only 12 months old.
Yeah.
So in 10 years' time, when we look back, we're going to see ethical issues will have arisen. We'll have seen enormous breakthroughs in terms of development, but the society has got to understand and embrace that very rapidly, doesn't it?
It does. And I like how you say it's really important to acknowledge AI is not new. Like Amazon has been doing it for more than 25 years. Even if you think about core of our business as Amazon, in those fulfillment centers, robots shifting the parcels and so on, there is more than 1.6 billion parcels being moved in any day. or about 4,000 purchases every minute done in a highly personalized environment that's powered by AI. So what's happened with generative AI, a few things have come together. We now have extremely scalable compute capabilities in the public cloud platform that is AWS. So we have capability to process and do predictions with these large language models. And also there is a very strong proliferation of data. Imagine having no limits on how much data you can throw at these large language models or generative AI models, and then you can get far greater insights than ever before. So technology has matured. You mentioned the element of ethical findings, and responsible AI, again, is not new. We've been following and developing responsible AI frameworks with leading tech companies and governments around the world, and it's going to remain the priority. And with responsible AI, it's about ethics, it's about security, privacy, transparency, removing bias from the data that's been used for the models.
And also, one of the things at the moment is with generative AI, it makes mistakes. So this is an interesting thing because it's really sucking down all of the knowledge from the web. It makes mistakes, and that is also something that people have got to recognise about this information. It's about information, but misinformation sometimes.
Yes, there is a lot of. I'm really glad you brought this up. There is a lot of perception out there that AI and generative AI is unmistakable and that it's magic. And there is even a term for it. It's called hallucination. And these models, as powerful as they are, they can hallucinate. And why they hallucinate is because the magic is really in the data, in the choice of the right model and how you fine-tune it. So it can make accurate insights and predictions. And a lot of effort goes into achieving that. For example, one of our major partners that we work with, Anthropic, just again in the last day or so, they announced their latest version of their large language model, and they achieved 50% better improvement in accuracy in reducing those hallucinations. So that remains to also key priority as the new models are developed and released. And at AWS, we firmly believe that nobody knows what the future holds. So you've got to keep the choice open. There will be no one model that fits all business problems and solutions. So by providing the choice and the ecosystem, businesses will be able to choose what's right for solving their specific challenges.
But just very briefly, there's one thing that is true, is with artificial intelligence, with the knowledge that it can combine from the internet from so many sources, that AI is much smarter and much faster at achieving and retrieving information than what the human brain is capable of.
So yes, it can do so much. It's an extremely powerful tool when developed responsibly, when models are trained responsibly and given in the hands of humans that are skilled and know how to drive the technology.
Rada Stanek, many thanks for your time today.
Thank you, Ross. It was my pleasure. Thank you.